First of all, obviously, congratulations on a very impressive win for you. How did you feel about your performance this evening?
From first minute, I was like a bit nervous, but after I get hit a few times, I wake up, and it finished quickly. So I'm just very happy.
What was the experience like? I mean, last time you got to fight in your backyard. This time you had to travel to America for the first time. Which one did you prefer? Is it more comfortable at home, or did you like getting out a little bit?
It's a difficult question because at home I had a lot of fun. Then when I walk out into arena, it was just amazing feeling when everybody was shouting my name. So it gives me much stress, but it's also much energy from the crowd. I think when I come to Texas, to Austin, people on the street are very friendly, so I feel good here. The difference is 7 hours for you have to count forward the time. In Poland, we have 7 hours to the front, so that's a big difference to change. We arrived here, it's a big problem with sleep. But I think I enjoy the city, so I feel good.
Nice. Talk about just being your second UFC fight. I mean, every time, when somebody comes to the UFC for the first time, they're nervous, there's jitters. What was this week like? Did you feel differently? Did you feel more comfortable? How did it compare to the first experience?
I always try to keep my nerves just right to the end. I try to don't think about the fight, about all this stuff around here. I just try to focus on normal things from today. We walk around the city, we just talk with people, I read a book or something like this. I try to not think about the fight. I leaving it to the end, and that's how it goes.
What book did you read?
It's called Quiet.
Very cool. Talk about the fight itself. I mean, he was having some success with the jab. Did that surprise you? Were you frustrated, or were you just waiting to set up a counter?
Well, that was a bit of our game plan to keep the fight in the standing position. I know he's a good grappler. I think he knows that I'm also a grappler. And I think he also, maybe his plan was also to keep the fight in standing position. Well, I have much respect to Tim. I always respect everyone fighters, so it was just clean sport fight.
Nice. And last thing for me, you said you were okay with whatever comes next, but what would you like? I mean, first of all, when would you like to fight again? And would you like to fight, in Europe at maybe a card this summer, or do you like fighting in the States? Do you want to see the world? What makes sense for you?
Well, now in 1.5 months, I expect second baby, so I will have probably 1 month. I won't take any fight because I am waiting for the termin. And later, I will be training all the time, so I think I will keep a good shape. And we'll see. We'll see what will happen, what can we take for the next fight, and I will try to do my best.
One more thing, during the fight, we could hear, in press row, we could hear his corner yelling for the jabs and stuff like that. Are you hearing that during the fight as well, or are you just so focused on what you're seeing right in front of you?
I try to be focused on what I see. I just try to focus on my opponent and my corner. Mm-hmm. So I try to clear all the shouts from the back and just to listen to my coach.
Is that something that you kind of have to work on, kind of deal with the perseverance, because at first you had good timing, but you kind of woke up. Is that something you're trying to work on and get better at?
You mean for
just struggling at the beginning and then kind of overcoming?
I don't know. I understand good. You mean can you say again?
He was catching you a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah,
Is that something that you need to get going in the fight?
It's a difficult question because actually it happened in this fight. Maybe the next fight will be different. I had fights when I was awake from the beginning. It just happened like this. I don't know actually why. I will try to do my best to don't be as slow at the beginning and to be from the first second of the fight to be more active.
Appreciate that.
Do you think that performance is going to get you a bonus?
I don't know. Would be nice.
Would be nice.